Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, if you're watching this after the live stream, then all you need to do is look down below in the description box, and there you will find the timestamps. For those of you who are watching during this live stream, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. And of course, today I will be focusing on channeling messages for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Of course, all individually timestamped below. And yeah, so let's start on the readings. For those of you who are tuning in now, just remember that you can find the timestamps as soon as I finish the live reading. All right, intuitive friends. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you're a Gemini in any other placements or important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Gemini, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of July. Now, this month, I will be using charm casting, as well as the tarot deck, to give you more details and more messages. Now, if you take a look here, we have four important placements here. So I'll be channeling messages in every single section depending on the charms that have fallen within that section. Okay. Now, when we're taking a look at challenges and delays, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on any possible obstacles, lessons, or any different perspective that needs to be taken a look at here in order to help you with the possible unfolding of challenges and delays. In the luck and blessings section, I'll be channeling, I'll be channeling messages focusing on the positive opportunities, abundance, even unexpected blessings that may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of July. In the job, career, and money section, I'll be channeling messages focusing on anything involving work, career, business, finances, promotions, interviews, workplace energy, as well as any possible new opportunities that may be unfolding for you in the month of July. In the love section, whether you are single, dating, in a relationship, or just focusing on self-love, I'm going to be channeling messages here focusing on the emotional energies surrounding your heart in the month of July. All right, that being said, Gemini, let us jump straight into your reading, starting with the charm casting. Now, charm casting adds an intuitive layer of symbolism, which connects very well with tarot. So it's going to offer you a unique message of what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of July. Okay, so let's take a look here. Now, of course, I'm not literally taking a look because I'm not going to look in there, but let's just see what comes through here for you. All right. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but there's a charm right here, which is in reverse. Yeah, in its reverse state. So we can't. Oh, is it in the reverse? Hold on. No, it's in its upright position. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to put it all the way at the edge of the corner of love because it did fall outside of the mat. Okay, it's still important, and of course is important in the love section, but it did fall off the mat, so that is significant, or maybe potentially significant here for you. All right, so Gemini, let's take a look here at what is coming through for you just based on the charm casting. Now, of course, you can decide to take a look at only the charm casting if you're just interested in charm casting, or take a look at tarot if you're interested in just the tarot readings, or you can take a look at both and how they interconnect with one another. With challenges and delays, this is you, okay? This is your inner self, your private self. There aren't any charms that fell here. However, this panda, oh, wait a minute. Panda, are you on top of another charm? Yes. Interesting. If it wasn't because I saw it from from the side, and I'm like, gee, that's so far up from the mat that it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, you have another charm right underneath. We'll talk about the significance of that, but I'll just kind of move it over so you can see there are two charms there. Now, let's take a look at the panda charm in this charm casting in regards to challenges and delays. Now, there may be a possible unfolding here regarding your heart chakra. Okay. Panda does symbolize the heart chakra. So there may be something here. Hold on a second. I want to say this is the St. Jude charm that says pray for us, but it's only symbolism for if you've been asking, wishing, yearning, or praying or manifesting something. So I'm going to turn it over so you can see. It says St. Jude, pray for us, but it came in the reverse. And this charm in the reverse, alongside with the panda being on top, energetically is telling me here that there may be some challenges or delays having to do with something that you have been asking, or maybe asking, desiring, manifesting here. And I feel it's more of a delay than anything else. And I also feel, in conjunction with that black tourmaline, there could be a little bit of this energy of in the month of July where you're not believing that certain things that you're wishing, hoping, desiring, and maybe even praying for are actually going to come to fruition. Now, you see this horse, and I don't know if you could see it, but I'll bring it a little closer because I know the charms are quite small. But there is a horse here that's teetering between challenges and delays and job, career, and finances, or things that are valuable to you. So I want to bring that a little closer here and turn it over so you can see that. And I feel here that this horse, which is right on the border between challenges and delays and job, career, and money, finances, or things that you value, there may be some either delays or feeling as if something isn't moving fast enough. Okay. There may be some potential challenges challenges, excuse me, or obstacles here where I feel it's like the Four of Cups energy here. Like you're disappointed in something, um, feeling as if there's a sense of disillusionment or not believing that something may come to fruition based on something that you may be experiencing, feeling, or seeing here in the month of July. However, you do have the black tourmaline here, which indicates the symbolism of clearing your energy or repelling lower vibrational frequencies. So, if there is or there may be a tendency for you to be skeptical, uncertain, apprehensive, or maybe even leaning towards self sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs in the month of July, this is telling you here work on your heart chakra and allow yourself to believe the intention of whatever it is that you're manifesting, working on, or trying to move ahead, whether that be in any area here in your life, especially job, career, and things that are valuable or finances. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the opposite direction here of luck and blessings. And first thing that I want to mention is you have an elephant, okay? You have an elephant right on the border of luck and blessings and love. And as I said, luck and blessings, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on opportunities that may be coming in your direction in the month of July, as well as maybe unexpected blessings. So, first and foremost, there may be a blessing here um, in regards to love, whether that is family, friends, loved ones, whether that's partnership, or whether that's self love. We're going to talk about the love section with more detail in a minute. But first, I just wanted to point out that you have the elephant there, which is giving me this like Ganesha, Lord Ganesha energy. Um, Elephants are about it's about kind of like overcoming obstacles, which is the reason that Lord Ganesha or Ganesha, depending on how you Ganesh, um, symbolizes the deity of. It symbolizes the ability to move past situations, circumstances, or events. So there may be something coming up for you, Gemini, in the month of July, excuse me, where there could be this kind of energy or unexpected blessings where you may start either feeling, experiencing, or seeing that you're able to get over certain hang-ups. Now that's a hanger, and I'll bring that a little closer. Okay, so that's a hanger. Whatever hang-ups or areas that you have felt that have been a little bit challenging, maybe connected here to the challenges and delays that may be unfolding possibly in the month of July. Okay. I feel that there is something that is coming in your direction that is going to feel very lucky, very kind of like interesting because I'm getting messages and I'm also getting um, I'm going to show you. It's an arrow with a heart. Okay. So the arrow with the heart, especially the part that is kind of like it has that arrow direction, I'm feeling more like feather. So it's coming across as possibly some messages that you may be receiving or a message that you may be receiving that is going to either be positive or that you've been waiting for a bit. Okay. I'm also getting here, especially with that arrow, that there may be some divine intervention in regards to some sort of luck, blessing, or something positive unfolding for you here. And it feels as if it's like something that you didn't see coming, because you have here the cat. Now, the cat is in its reverse energy here, which means we don't see the details here of the cat. We only see the reverse card, the reverse side of it. If we were to see it in its full upright position, then we would see that. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing the back of it. So I feel that there is something here that may be potentially unfolding for you unexpectedly in regards to maybe here, of course, the challenges and the delays that I was feeling here, where you may feel like this either situation, thing, person, whatever this may be connected to, is like not following through. It's like, you don't see it blossoming, flourishing, growing in some way, shape, or form. And it's as if, like we saw here with the challenges and delays, that this St. Jude charm is in the reverse. It's as if you're feeling uncertain, apprehensive, or maybe even doubting that something may unfold for you. Okay, or that a delay possibly here could be, stagnating some type of momentum here for you. Okay, so luck and blessings, the energy here is as if you're not going to see it coming, because your intuition may not be picking up on it due to perhaps some self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that are, like, in a way blocking your intuition. But I feel it's going to still come through for you as a sort of the universe, destiny, fate, your guardian angel, or whichever religious or spiritual beliefs that you may have, is kind of showing you here that something positive may unfold even when you least expect it. Now, let's take a look here at job, career, and finances, or anything that is valuable to you. Now, you do have two, excuse me, you do have two um, charms here. The first charm, I'm getting the letter, well, it's a J. Okay, so first of all, it's the letter J. But from my angle, I was seeing the letter L. So you have the initial J or the initial L connected to the month of July. Now, this could be the first initial of a name. It could be a first initial of a middle name. It could be the first initial of a last name. It could be the initial of the last letter of a first name, middle name, or last name, or something connected to either a word, a brand that may be coming up here in the month of July with the letter J. Now, we are still, and we're on July 4th. This is when I'm channeling this message. We're still in Cancer season, which is interesting because I am channeling messages for July. And you also have the Cancer charm here. So there could be some developments here. Okay? Some developments coming in still during this Cancer season, or a little bit after Cancer season, which places us in Leo season. So there could be here some kind of challenges or delays in regards to some type of momentum connected to job, career, or finances. But I feel, as I channeled earlier in the section of luck and blessings, that there may be an unexpected kind of surprise, whether that's an email, a text, a confirmation, a letter, or whether it's kind of like good news or something that you were kind of worried about or maybe worried about in the month of July especially here with challenges and delays, that may be hanging heavy or creating a little bit of a heavy weight on your heart chakra, because either you may not be seeing or may feel like you have been forgotten in the things that you've been asking, wishing, manifesting, or praying. But I feel that it's important for you to keep your perspective in a positive, optimistic way, because there is kind of like, I'm hearing here clairaudiently, help is on the way. Okay, so help is on the way here in some way, shape, or form. Now remember, luck and blessings could be something random, something coincidental, and I say this because I don't believe in coincidences. I do believe that things happen for a reason, and that coincidences are just destiny, fate, creator, universe, the way of saying pay attention. So, this could come through a person, this could come through sign, symbol, synchronicities, and many other different ways. So just keep your eye out on that. So let's get back here to job, career, and finances. And you do have here, like I said, the Cancer charm. Now, behind the Cancer charm, it says imaginative. Okay, let me show you that also. It says imaginative. So there may be some ideas, or there may be some type of, I don't know, like something that may be coming through for you. Like I said, a message, an idea. Remember that feather is also about communication. So you may get an aha type of energy here, okay, where it can help you be creative, or I'm hearing the word visionary. So there could be something here that may come through either dreams, or that could come through just a conversation that helps you see something from another point of view or another perspective. And I feel your intuition is going to be key, because Cancer, as well as Scorpio and Pisces, are signs that are highly intuitive. Okay, so I do feel that there is some type of connection here to some of you. Okay, where your intuition is going to give you some type of alert, or what I just heard Clara or audiently, jolt. You're going to get some type of aha, okay, jolt, because I just heard jolt. So there could be that kind of, ooh, I didn't think about that way. Or, you know what, after that conversation, it has made me think about X, Y, and Z. All right. So that's what's coming through here in job, career, money, finances, or things that are very valuable to you. Okay. Now, let's take a look here at the love sector, which of course is one of usually people's favorites area here. Love and money, of course. Like I said at the top of the reading here, in the love section, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, in a marriage, or whether you're focusing on self-love, the messages that are coming through for you here, we're going to start with that um, elephant, which is right between love and luck and blessings. And I feel that if you were feeling in the past or recent past where there have been some type of stagnation, because remember that horse is between is still teetering in the challenges or delays, some type of tense situation or something that you feel isn't moving may possibly be moving or showing some type of momentum in the month of July, because you have it right between luck and blessings. Okay. So there may be here some sort of movement. Okay. Because as we know, like I mentioned earlier, Lord Ganesha is the deity that symbolizes destroying the old, pushing obstacles out of the way. All right. So that is how that is coming through. Now, what's very interesting here is that you have the owl. Okay, that's the next, the owl and the apple. Okay, but the owl is in its reverse position because we can't see the details of the owl. Now I'm going to bring it around and I'm going to flip it. That's in its upright position, but it's come out reverse. So there may be something connected to a lack of knowledge. And I'm saying knowledge because you do have apple here. Okay. Apple to me symbolizes knowledge as well, education. Okay. Um, and because both of them are parallel with one another. And both of them were, in a way, facing the self or very much kind of in the direction of the self. I feel that there is a situation, circumstance, or an event in your love sector where you are watching, observing, or assessing. Okay, whether it's watching, observing, or assessing because either A, you don't have enough information to logically make a decision, or whether you're unsure or doubting your intuition in regards to the message that you may be getting, seeing, or experiencing. Now remember this charm that fell off the mat. Okay, that charm fell off the mat. And even though it fell off the mat, and when it falls off the mat or when it's far away from you, this is coming across as this energy where something that you have thought or been wishing, hoping, excuse me, desiring, just like I said over here with challenges and delays, okay, same message, may be unfolding for you, but it's unfolding slowly. Hence the horse that, by the way, is in the direction over here, kind of going in this direction, where there may be some challenges or delay. The horse is about momentum. So there could be some delays in something that you've been hoping, wishing, desiring, or expecting. This could also be talking about an expected outcome, like you're expecting something to go in the manner that you may have thought, that you are thinking about in the month of July, that you expected that it should be in that way. However, remember you have two signs here because, or I says two charms here that are very much connected to intuition that are on the reverse. Okay, so we have the cat in its reverse charm, and we have the owl, which is also in the reverse. So this is telling me here that what you are expecting, wishing, hoping, or there's this kind of like expected outcome might not show up in the way that you expected or in the way that you thought. It may come in a different way, may be packaged from the universe in a very different way, but it's still something here connected to a blessing or a blockage that's going to be released, information that you may find out, or information that you may be more aware of in the month of July. Again, glasses is telling me observation, assessing, so looking at things a little bit more closely. Okay. And for those of you who are looking at this as self love, this is you doing some type of introspection and learning more how to possibly here unblock your heart chakra. It's as if something that you've been wishing, hoping, and desiring is starting to fall in its place, but it may come through sign, symbols, synchronicities also. Okay. So slowly but surely, there may be this, and I'm also hearing healing. Okay, so there may be something coming up here in the month of July that may also connect to healing. Okay, whether it's healing a connection that you are currently in with, or whether it's healing your heart, as I mentioned here at the top of the reading with challenges and delays, healing your heart from some type of disappointment here, possibly in the month of July. Now, I'm going to jump into the part of the reading where I'll be adding more details here to the messages that you have already through the charm casting. All right, Gemini, let's see what's coming through. So I want to put it here, so shuffle here so you guys can see it. that may move a little bit, some of these charms a little bit, but we'll see. Let's start with challenges and delays. Okay, give me more clarity here on challenges and delays. And look what flipped over for you. Validation, confirmation on what I was picking up in regards to Ganesha, or the elephant pushing past obstacles. So, Six of Swords, moving away from things, situations, ideas, memories, conflicts, arguments from the past or recent past. This is you in the month of July looking for calmer shores, looking at the healing aspect here of what you want to leave behind, of what no longer serves, is moving past the obstacles, challenges, and blockages by literally pivoting either in a new direction physically, such as relocation, or energetically, meaning your mind, especially with your mind, because swords is all about the mind, right? So how you are expressing yourself about certain things in the past or recent past, maybe not even talking to either a person, maybe even, whether it's emotionally distancing yourself, whether it's a no contact situation where you decide to cut communication here with someone. But the Six of Swords is leaving something behind that has been burdensome, whether it's a something or whether it's a someone. And as I mentioned, midway of the reading, the elephant is showing symbolically that kind of leaving behind or overcoming certain obstacles. Okay, so the Six of Swords, and remember I said healing earlier, especially here with the love sector, you may be healing something here during the month of July. Okay. So it feels like a disconnect, like you're leaving either a situation, a person that no longer serves, or that you're getting tired or have kind of put your foot down here in some way, shape, or form, where you're like, I'm not even going to think either about the person, the situation any longer. Because as we know, wherever the mind flows, wherever our mind goes, energy flows, right? So there is this sense of like, I'm going to focus on my healing, my heart chakra. So if I were you, Gemini, in the month of July, I would definitely work on my heart chakra. And the way to do that is by listening to heart chakra solfeggio frequency, hertz, to unblock, mend, or heal the heart chakra. And you can find that on YouTube. It's all free. And pick one that, says the hertz on it, because that's important. And then listen to that. Close your eyes and listen to that for about 5 minutes every day or every other day, or however you want to do that, because then that's going to help you release, whether it's an actual situation, circumstance, or event that may be either coming up in July, or something that already residually has existed and you're letting that go. All right, let's take a look at luck and blessings. And let's see what other details are coming through for you. You have the High Priestess. I talked about the intuition, okay? So I feel here, if there has been a block of intuition, if you've been feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm a little bit blocked on the third eye chakra, the crown chakra, that's going to be lifted, okay? For others of you, if you've been doubting, which is why I mentioned the cat in the reverse earlier, if you've been doubting your intuition, there may be some sign, symbol, synchronicities, or serendipitous events in the month of July where a message of hope or a message of kind of showing you some type of validation confirmation may be coming through for you in the month of July. Now, the high priestess is, there is no outward movement connected to the high priestess. It is your intuition, is you following your inner knowing, even if you may be a little bit skeptical, okay, about like, wow, that just, I don't see how that can happen. You don't need to know how something may unfold or how something's going to happen. What you need to focus on is doing your due diligence, putting in the work on whatever it is, and the effort, the consistency here, and something that you want to overcome, or something here that may be delayed. And especially if something is delayed, understand that at times that delay is a sign of divine protection. Might not be the right time for something to show up in your energy field. Okay. Maybe you need more time to heal, to connect to your inner knowing, or to just be more patient in order to see something bloom, okay, or be ripe for the picking, as I'm getting here with the apple, okay? So we see that this apple is not on the tree. So it's ripe, it's perfect time to harvest. And again, there could be here some type of sign, symbol, synchronicities, or uncertainty about your intuitive messages, where the universe is going to show you here, yes, what you were feeling or what you are feeling intuitively or through your six senses may be very important. I'm also getting here for you to work with the full moon, or the moon that the moon phase that was relevant on the day, I'm sorry, on the night, on the day that you were born. So whatever day, whether you were born in the daytime or in the nighttime, try to see, and this is something that you can use your search engines and get information to see the moon phase that was occurring at the time of your birth. Okay. And you may be able to work with that moon phase, even if it's like, for some people may say, oh, you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z during that moon phase. For you, it may be a lucky moon phase because you were born in that, on the day of that moon phase. So that is kind of like a little kind of secret extra there, for you to work with that energy and help unfold something here, or be more connected to your intuition. Of course, you could also always work with the full moon, which is always a great idea. All right, let's take a look here at job, career, and finances. Intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let's jump into career, job, money, or things that are valuable to you. What may be possibly unfolding here for you in July? And you have here Ace of Swords. Remember that I talked about at the top of the reading, especially in the section of job, career, and money, where I said jolt. I was hearing a jolt. So you could have a quote unquote jolt of an idea, a clarity of the mind, an aha moment, something here that just pops up in your mind, or some conversation here between you and someone else, or maybe just, with your higher self, where you start seeing something here evolve, especially if you feel that there's a little bit of that, like I said, challenges and delays, where you feel a little bit blocked, or feel like maybe your creative juices aren't flowing, your creativity, your passion is slowing down, you're not coming up with a lot of ideas, solutions, or resolutions. The ace of excuse me, the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough of clarity, is having an aha moment in some way, shape, or form, where you start seeing things honestly as you should, truthfully as you should, with integrity, clarity, and, okay, being able to do something about it, using that sense of download, or logical, rational, analytical thinking to be able to work a situation for it to lean in your favor. So, especially with the fact that, oh, by the way, right behind that you have the moon again. Again, you're getting the moon here twice because the high priestess is um is ruled by the moon here in tarot. And right behind the ace of swords you have the moon card. So it's time to let go here of any self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, or feeling a certain type of way because something wasn't moving. Remember, July is a new energy, and although we are still in Mercury retrograde, it doesn't stop you from kind of saying to yourself, well, what are some ways that once I feel back into the swing of things, I need to do in order to move something forward? So you may get creative ideas, conversations that you may have with someone that may bring some type of clarity. It could even also be, especially with the fact that you, right after the Ace of Swords, you had the Moon card. It could be, again, some type of message like I was getting here with this arrow that you may be kind of seeing or experiencing here, especially with the hanger and the with Ganesha. Okay, so there's something that you could be moving past, like I mentioned, with the Six of Swords in regards to challenges or delays that are going to help you see something, think about something, or experience something in a very different way. Now, that peekaboo there was the King of Swords, and now I'm going to be focusing on love, the love section. Now, remember, if you are single in a relationship, marriage, partnership, however that may be. This is talking about matters surrounding your emotions or heart. Let's take a look at your last and final card. And don't forget, Gemini, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you are interested in these messages as well as the format here for July. Okay, Four of Cups. Validation, confirmation of what I was talking about here in regards to um, the charm about feeling like a desire. Okay, you may be doubting something here. Four of Cups, what's right after the Four of Cups? Six of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is telling me here, this could, for some of you, this could be connected to a past situation, circumstance, or event, or it could be connected to someone that you truly have a lot of emotions for, and maybe in any area. This could be family, friends, loved ones. But the Six of Cups is the nostalgic energy connected here to either someone or something from the past or recent past. Remember here, Gemini, that at the top of the reading, when I was doing the charm casting, I did mention here that there could be something that you're a little bit doubtful about, or that you feel that you're not getting enough message, or that you're not very clear on something here, and that you are taking a look at or assessing something a little deeper, especially something connected here to your heart's desire. Okay, or hear something that you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring. And because this charm fell off the mat, remember that I had said that it's an energy that feels like it's far away. So there may be something like, I feel like I've been asking, wishing, or trying to heal, but it feels like the resolution is so far away that there may be here this feeling of disappointment or feeling disillusioned in some way, shape, or form, and no, emotionally. It could be connected to someone from the past or recent past, or a memory, okay, that can trigger that type of emotion, as well as a situation. But the blessing here, and I just want to, did I shuffle this already? I hope I didn't, because I know it was the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, what this is saying here for you in the love sector, Gemini, is that your blessing, okay, your blessing, you see how this person is only looking at what I like to call the Four of Cups, like, well, actually it's the Five of Cups, but the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups give me this energy of like stop crying over spilled milk, right? So Don't stress yourself out about something that hasn't happened or isn't in the manner that you've envisioned it in some way, shape, or form. Because what happens is you're so emotionally wrapped up in the disappointment, the feeling blah, or feeling like kind of in a way hopeless, that you're not looking at the blessing that's right next to you. And the blessing that's next to you is saying here, okay, that there could be a person from the past or recent past that could help support something here, but also here to let go of the thoughts that are connected here to something that no longer serves, which could be connected to the past or recent past. There may be some brand new ideas or ways or perspectives that's going to help you kind of see the blessings of whatever it is that may be possibly unfolding in the love sector here for you, Gemini, in the month of July. Remember, the elephant with the hanger. You got to let go of the hang ups, okay, that you may have in connection to either an experience, a feeling, or a situation that may pop up in the month of July where you may feel a little bit disappointed. But again, the Knight of Swords is saying, think about different ways that you can move past that feeling of disillusionment so that you can move in a different direction. Now, let me see something here. What was right after the Knight? See, right after the Knight of Swords, you have the Page of Wands, pivoting in a direction where you feel inspired and you feel determined to again move past obstacles, challenges, or emotional hang-ups here about something, whether it's something that may come up in July or whether this is very much connected to the heart chakra energy here that may be blocking or maybe needing some type of healing here in connection to those wishes that you are hoping, wishing, desiring, or maybe things that are finally, falling back into place. All right, Gemini, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Libra. Libra, you are up next. But before I jump into Libra's reading, for those of you who are watching, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the links are down below. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you are liking the video, the content, and the format here for your monthly readings here on the channel. All right, intuitive friends, up next, we have Libra. Let's shuffle this very well before I jump into Libra's reading. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. All right, let's see what's coming through. Make sure it's in its upright. Yep, it's in its upright position. And let us begin with Libra. Hi, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Libra anywhere on your important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages in 4 different sections here for you. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. Libra. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially or possibly unfolding for you in the month of July. So this month. And also, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing some charm casting, which some of you in private readings or readings here on my channel, during like super chat lives and things like that, have experienced charm casting in my readings. So today I figured I'd bring it to the monthly readings, focusing on 4 different areas. Now, with challenges and delays, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the potential developments. Okay, what may be coming up as possible obstacles, lessons, maybe things that you need to look at from a different point of view in order to help you with the possible challenges or delays that may be unfolding for you in the month of July. But we're going to take a look at what that may be here for you, especially like different perspectives on how to look at that possible challenge or delay, or how to divert it, right? After the challenges and delays section, I'll be channeling messages here focusing on luck and blessings. And this area of the charm casting, any charms that fall in this area, I'll be channeling messages focusing on the positive opportunities. It's about the blessings, the possible opportunities, abundance, prosperity. Even here, maybe unexpected blessings that you may be seeing in your direction, possibly unfolding in the month of July. After channeling the messages for you in the luck and blessings, I will then go into the section of job, career, and finances, or things that are valuable to you. So does it have to be money? No, but it could be something that is very much valuable to you. So I'll take a look and see what charms fall here. And of course, I will be adding some tarot there as well. But I'll be taking a look initially here at the things involving having to do with work, business, finances. For some of you, it's promotion or interviews. For others of you, it's, the workplace energy or environment, or any possible new opportunities that are connected to job, career, money, finances, or things of high value to you. Last but not least, we have the love and relationship section. Now, the love and relationship section, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, married, or if you're just focused on your self-love, what I will be channeling here are messages that are connected to your emotional energies, okay, that are surrounding your heart, or things that are meaningful to you. Now, remember, those relationships could be with friends, family, loved ones. It could be the connection or the deep connection you have with those people that you care about, including those of you who are in connections, marriage, partnerships, and of course, for those of you who may not be in a romantic relationship, this could also be focusing on your self-love. All right. That being said, this reading is going to have 2 parts. You can take a look at them individually if you like, but part 1, I'm going to be focusing on the charm casting, and then I'm going to follow up with tarot. And charm casting adds an intuitive layer to the readings here, okay? And it works very well. It works very well with tarot. So you'll see what I mean. You may see some sign, symbol synchronicities and some connections here with one to the other. All right, so let's take a look here. First let's cast the charms. So of course I'm not looking at anything here, but I am. Let me hold on. Ooh. Okay, here we go. All righty. All right, let's take a look at the charm casting. First part of the reading, I usually look at the challenges and delays. However, Libra, you have a charm in the self section. Okay. Now, the self section is your inner self, the private you, the you that you don't show the world, the you that's behind closed doors, or that you are when you're alone, or, just kind of like, it's like your moon energy, right? The moon sign, or your moon energy. And interestingly enough, you do have the letter M. Okay, so Libra, I would advise you to see what is your moon sign in your astrological placements, because that may be of importance here in the month of July. The initial M or the initial W. Okay, listen again. It could be the initial M or W is coming through for you in connection to yourself, your inner self. Now, what's interesting here is that it's teetering or on the border of challenges and delays. Okay. So, that being said, it could also even connect a little bit to job and career, but I feel it's, that little swirl there is connecting more with challenges and delays. So there may be either a person, a situation, a circumstance, or an event that may have the letter M as their first or last initial in their first name, middle name, last name, or this could be an initial connected to anything else, the name of a company, the name of a nickname, a store name, a sign, symbol, synchronicity that may come up, as the month unfolds. Again, the letter M or the initial M and the initial W are coming through. So take it as that may resonate for you. Now, here with challenges and delays, right after that self and that letter M or W, the one that's closest to you is the letter X, but it's in the same distance here as anchor. And so this is coming, excuse me, this is coming across here as challenges or delays here that may be connected to either a person, a situation, a circumstance, or an event that starts with the letter X, okay, whether it's the first name, the middle name, or the last name, or ends with the initial X. That's one message that I'm getting. The next message that I'm getting is I'm seeing the letter JC. Okay. For others of you is CJ. That could also be very much connected to challenges and delays here in the month of July. Okay. So CJ, JC, it's coming across as like letters that are together. However, those initials could also be individually very much connected to some type of challenge or delay, whether it's the name of a person or so forth. Okay. Now, what I'm also getting is just the letter X, as in an ex or a person from the past or recent past. It could be a romantic ex or someone that you used to speak to, talk to, get to know, whatever that is, whether it's a partnership, an ex is as in like a divorce, an ex as in a connection that no longer exists, or it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just literally be someone that you X'd out from your life. And because we are in Mercury retrograde, there could be this energy here that could be coming back up in connection to either this person or the situation from the past, or a situation you X'd out of your life. Okay. So for some of you, it could be connected to a romantic ex or someone that you no longer speak to or talk to or, deal with. But for whatever reason, there could be something coming up in regards to that connection, relationship, or just, again, it could be friends, family, and loved ones too. So it all depends. But you do have here, excuse me, you do have here an anchor. An anchor is foundation. Anchor is the energy of security. Okay, so there could be some type of challenge or delay in regards to some level of security here in connection to whatever this area may be. For some of you, it is in the area of job, career, finances, or things that are important. For others of you here, it could be very well connected to love. Okay, especially if the initials that I just channeled here for you are connected to someone, whether it's casual, whether it's romantic, or whether it could be, especially if you're single, someone that could be coming up in your energy field that could be connected to your love sector. Okay. What I'm also picking up with the anchor is I'm also getting things connected to ocean theme, nautical, okay, so compass, direction. I'm also getting here military, Coast Guard, all right, so military, Army, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, some type of energy here in regards to that could be, could resonate here for some of you. What I'm also getting is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces as well, because those are water signs. So there could be some challenges or delays here connected to either a person who is a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, anywhere that's important on their astrological natal chart, especially for those of you who are looking at this challenge and delay in regards to romantic love or to just friends, family, and loved ones. If they have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in their Venus, Juno, fifth or seventh house, then this may also connect to that person or situation. Okay. Now, let's go across here to luck and blessings. Okay. Now, interesting that I mentioned at the top of the reading with challenges and delays that I was getting JC or CJ because here in the luck and blessings, the letter that's coming through is the letter J or the initial J. And for some of you, I'm getting G. Okay, so G, like in the word grapes. Okay, so I'm getting a G or J connected to luck and blessings. Again, that could be someone's initial, or it could be representative to something connected to a word that is connected here in some way, shape, or form to you. It could also be a nickname. It could also be a name that may be with the letter G, but sounds like the letter J, or vice versa. A name that, you know, has the letter J but sounds like the letter G. Okay. I'm also hearing good, as in good, positive, as in good relations, good connection, good energy also coming through here. Now, what I want to point out to you in regards to the luck and blessings energy or sector, which again, like I said at the top of the reading, it's all about the positive opportunities, abundance, prosperity, maybe even here unexpected blessings, is that the letter G or J, along with the monkey, which is in its reverse side, I'll show you that in a minute, and the zero are all in the same kind of path here. Okay. So they're all very much connected to you in close proximity, whereas the owl is further back, which is like further else from your energy. What I do want to mention in regards to these three charms that are so close to your self here is that there could be here a possible brand new start or beginning because you do have here the letter, I'm sorry, the number. Well, for some of you, it's the letter O, so that I'm going to, say it as it was coming through. For some of you, this is representative to the letter O, but it is the number zero. Okay. So zero in the tarot deck is the Fool card. So there could be some sense here of gaining some type of knowledge over time or getting an intuitive hit as a luck or blessing or unexpected good news, good luck, or good positive energy where you may feel like you want to move in a new direction and you're trusting your intuition in order to do so, or you're looking more into a kind of like I'm getting here, like gaining more knowledge, or kind of like researching something here before you make a move. Now, this could be a physical move, like a relocation. Okay. So whether it's relocation for work, whether it's relocation for address, whether it's just you pivoting your energy in a different direction, the zero is very much connected your um to your reading here, focusing on a new start or a new beginning. What I'm also getting here, and if you just notice, I kind of hesitated and stopped. It was because I was getting a message here. If you have Gemini anywhere on your astrological natal chart, any important placements, take a look at if you do. Because if you do, there may be some really big shifts happening here, or that you're either going to start seeing or you have already been experiencing. But those shifts are important because they are valuable. They're going to help you let go of things that no longer serve you. So if you have Gemini anywhere in your astrological natal chart that has important placements, like your sun, moon, rising, or other important placements, there may be some shifts starting or that you may be already experiencing in the month of July that you may feel. Now this monkey, it's on its reverse side, okay, so you can't see the details on the face, but if I turn it around, you're able to see the monkey's face and details. So because it was in its um, reverse section here, there is a sense here where you may not be able to see what's coming in your direction in regards to luck or blessings, or you may not kind of like be paying attention to it, but it is something that may come up unexpectedly. This could also be you choosing to pivot from connections, okay? Connections in any way, shape, or form, family, friends, loved ones, relationship, marriage, your partner, okay? Or however this may be, for some of you, your ex, okay? Where you're no longer kind of pouring energy in that relationship or in that connection. And it's leading you to kind of move in a direction that is more intuitively your space, your path, or your direction. I'm also getting here super important moon. Okay, so pay attention to the full moon that is coming up in your that's coming up in the month. Interesting. I was, for some of you, I'm saying that's coming up in your sign. That's what I was gonna say. And I held myself back because I was like, wait a minute, I don't know what sign that is, but for some of you that may be relevant. Take a look at the full moon that's coming in this sign, in the sign here in July. That may be beneficial. It may bring some type of luck or blessings, or it may be connected to some type of placements on your astrological natal chart. All right, let's take a look at the love sector. First and foremost, you have a screw closer to yourself. And the screw is coming across as tightening or fixing something. So there may be some type of situation, circumstance, or event, or some sort of connection or relationship, whether it's romantic or non romantic, that there may need to be a little bit of mending, fixing, or repairing, or tying up some loose ends, especially for those of you where the challenge and the delays were mentioning an X or the initials that are connected to an X, whether it be their first initial or last initial of their first name, middle name, or last name. But again, just go back and see what those initials were. But there's a sense here of fixing, fine tuning something. And that's where the screw is coming across here. Now, you also have a circle and you have this arrow that's pointing away. It's pointing away from you. So it feels like here you're giving towards, or maybe here you'll be um, feeling, experiencing, or maybe even thinking about fixing a connection, Could be a connection from the past or recent past where, because you may feel more stable now, or there's a sense of you breaking a pattern, that you may feel like wanting to reconnect with someone from the past or recent past. Now, again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could, but it could also be just friends, family, or loved ones, okay? What I'm also getting here in regards to those of you who are in connections, okay? So if you are in a relationship, a partnership, a marriage, or in a connection in some way, shape, or form, I feel that there may be some type of tying some loose ends, fixing, mending, repairing something here within the connection in order to create a stronger bond or to heighten the or ascend into a higher level of commitment. There could be a lot of communication or messages or a conversation here about how to make something better within the connection, whether that is romantic or whether that's a non-romantic emotional connection here that you may have with someone. Again, for some of you, it's someone that you crossed out or that you're not speaking to or you haven't spoken to in a while. So I do feel this sense of repairing, fixing, or mending some type of um, deep connection or relationship here, okay, whether romantic or casual. What I'm also getting here with the circle is this energy that is very much connected to patterns. So, Libra, some of you here in the month of July are going to start fixing patterns in regards to your love life, okay? Fixing patterns that have created obstacles in your love life or have created some type of challenge or delays. This could even be, and listen closely, Libra, this could even be conversations that someone from the past or recent past, whether romantic or non romantic, may have said to you and you ignored, okay, for a long time, or kind of didn't want to admit that the X or the person you X out or an actual X here may have given you some type of constructive criticism, and you may have not taken a look at that or neglected it or dismissed it. But there may be some type of knowledge or awakening, especially here with this owl, that you may kind of say to yourself, maybe so and so was right. Maybe I ignored the sign symbol synchronicity here of a conversation that may have been had in the past or recent past. But whatever this person may have said before, or whether it's something that the universe is moving in your direction, it's telling you it's time for a brand new start. Okay, remember, as I said, the zero is very much connected to the Fool card in tarot. So if you know anything about the Fool card in tarot, you know that on that tarot deck behind the Fool there's a dog. A dog symbolizes loyalty and companionship. So again, and the Fool doesn't look at that dog. It looks away from the dog. It's looking at the future. And there may be here some type of messages, whether it's the universe, whether it's people from your past, or whether it has come through in arguments, disagreements, or things that may have been in a way uncovered, okay, through time, that now you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to take a look at my pattern, okay, my circle of behavior or old patterns so that I can shift it in a new direction, okay? So the love sector is also coming across as like self love and healing. All right, let's take a look here at challenges and delays. And now I'm going to be adding the layer of tarot to your reading. Okay, Libra? So let's take a look here at what messages may be coming through for you and adding more details to your reading. And you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, and the reason why, and look, with the Three of Cups, I'm telling you, reconciliation, reunion here. This is about someone from the past. Either it's a conversation that someone had in the past, someone that you may left behind, someone that you no longer are speaking to, talking to, whether it was you that made the decision or whether it was the other person that made the decision, there's this energy of either someone, a situation, circumstance, or an event that is connected to the past or recent past that you're either going to energetically forgive or reconcile with yourself, or there may be a possible reconciliation or reunion with a person um, that you may have X'd out of your life, like with the letter X here, or literally an X from the past or recent past. Okay. Remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so that could also be a possibility. Now, Three of Cups is about celebration with friends, family, loved ones. It's also strengthening your relationship with other people, but people that you value, people that are not stagnating your energy. So the Six of Swords is talking about the healing or this place where you're moving towards, whether physically moving or energetically or maybe even mentally, just kind of like moving or shifting your perspective in a new direction where you may start meeting new people that resonate more on your frequency. Okay. This could also be talking about, by the way, this is all luck and blessings. This could also be talking about, like I said, reconciliation and reunion as well. So take it as it may resonate. The next part of your reading here, which is luck and blessings, you have the Queen of Cups with the Empress. Now, Queen of Cups, I talked about that intuition at the top of the reading, and I also talked about knowledge. All right. So there may be here a connection. And remember, I talked about moon also. So pay attention to the sign that the full moon will be focusing on in the month of July. That may be very relevant to you and your astrological natal chart. Queen of Cups, you have the emotional maturity, which I mentioned at the top of the reading, especially here with the love sector that I was picking that up, where there's an emotional maturity or an emotional intelligence that you have grown or that has blossomed. There has been a little bit of I'm getting here growing pains in regards to healing something, whether it's your heart chakra or healing something that has been painful for you in some way, shape, or form. The Queen of Cups is saying you now have, or you will start blossoming and looking at those instances, situations, circumstances, or events in a very different way through meditation, prayer, just tuning into your inner knowing. Your intuition may be giving you sign, symbol, synchronicities about how to pivot in a new direction. And that may be part of your luck and blessing, or like I said, good news, good positive energy. Okay. And I feel that it's things that you may have dismissed. As I said, that monkey's on the reverse. So it's like things that you dismiss, maybe even, like I said before, messages, things that people have said over time, and you've just been very hesitant to change that. But I feel in the month of July here, Libra, it's very different. You're going to be like, okay, I'm ready for that growth, or I've already have done or am doing the work. Remember that the Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules your sign. It also rules Taurus. So, Venus here in luck and blessings, there may be a significant placement that you have on your astrological natal chart that may be connected to your Venus sign, your Juno, your fifth or your seventh house. Okay, those are the areas of love, connections, and partnerships, and value, people who value you and the people you value. So Venus is also very much connected to by the way, I want to say I accidentally skipped job, career, and money here, but you have the infinity sign. I'll talk about that in a minute. Because this luck and blessing, especially here with this Empress card in luck and blessing section, could be connected to work because Venus influences money, luxury, comfort, finances. work. Okay, so there could be a very positive connection between the Empress energy, which is a productive energy, an energy of new life, new, phases, a new stage of slow growth over time. And you do have here in the career and money section the infinity sign. And the infinity sign is something that happens over and over again. So there could be some type of growth also very much connected to your job, career, or finances, or things that you value. So the Empress, very beautiful energy, nurturing energy also. So again, you tuning inward to continue to heal, to grow, and to then pivot into a new start or a new beginning after you've researched something very well or have gained knowledge, whether that's knowledge of something that can help you here with your challenges or delays, or whether it's like a spiritual awakening here of sorts. As you can see, the Queen of Cups is open. She's ready to receive either the growth, the blessings, or here just, be open to the abundance and prosperity. Now, let's take a look at your career and job sector, okay? Career and money or job sector. You have the Three of Swords. So there may be either in the past or recent past, or there could be here in this upcoming energy where there may possibly be something that is, this could be an argument, just letting you know. Three of Swords is people having different opinions, okay, and not being able to resolve those opinions, or coming at this kind of like things that are said that are hurtful, painful. Three of Swords here coming through as this energy of pain, of sadness, maybe even here of like feeling backstabbed or betrayal in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Now, because you have the infinity symbol there, this could be someone that you've known for a very long time, connected to job, career, or something of a double crossing. And this is how it's coming across in regards to money. So something in regards to money, whether the argument or this disagreement is about money, not having enough money, or someone saying that they're going to give you money, but then it's a scam, or someone promising they're going to pay you back and then they haven't, or someone disappearing, or something that has been owed to you in some way, shape, or form. But the Three of Swords is coming across as that kind of painful um, energy here. Okay. Let's see what else. By the way, the number 8 is also coming across as being relevant here in some way, shape, or form. So the number 8. Now, what's interesting is that July is the 7th month and August is the 8th month. So if this doesn't resonate now for you, Libra, it may resonate in regards to August. But let's get another card. Whatever it is, or whatever this may be, it will resolve itself. Okay. So 10 of Cups, there's going to be, and this is how it's coming across, a blessing in disguise. So there could be something here that may be potentially unfolding, or a painful situation from the past or recent past that you are healing in regards to job, career, finances, or things that are very valuable or important, such as family. Okay, because 10 of Cups, you do see that happy family type of energy here. Okay, so happy family here with the 10 of Cups, or just emotional fulfillment after something that has been some sort of third party situation. Okay, someone meddling into something here, or differences of opinions about something here. Okay, but I feel that there's this energy of like either kind of like getting back together or repairing something. Okay, repairing something. All right, let's take a look at your last and final section, and that is love. Okay, so let's take a look at more details here in connection to love. Libra, remember to Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are interested in this format for July so that I can bring it back to you in the month of August. So give me those thumbs up. That lets me know that you are very much interested in these monthly readings. You have the Nine of Cups, okay? The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. There's an aha moment here. And the aha moment could be very much connected to the, hold on, let me just put it this way here so you can see it there. Remember that the aha moment could be very much connected to the owl, which is, excuse me, in your luck and blessing section. So whether it's an idea that has come through, whether it's a conversation that brings some sort of clarity, or whether it's the sense of knowledge in something here that you are aware. Nine of Cups is talking about wishes being fulfilled, seeing some type of development or movement, especially with this arrow, in connections or emotional connections here, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, or whether it's a sense of self you're pouring back into you. Nine of Cups, you feel 95% content and satisfied about something because something is working, or you've been working on something with the screw, and now in the month of July, maybe even the month of August, something may be unfolding. And aces are all about new beginnings, but it's an opportunity for a new beginning. So it just doesn't happen automatically. There is some sort of effort and choice that comes into play. Okay, so the universe, destiny, the creator, or your higher self is going to either show you, present, or something may cross in your direction in regards to the sense of, like I said before, some sort of information or an intuitive download where you're going to cut through the confusions of something, whether it's about yourself internally or whether it's about connections from the past or recent past. And it's coming across as like fixing, mending, or repairing something or tightening something up, okay? Making sure that something is moving in the direction of love, commitment here with the ring. Okay, there could be an elevation of commitment here for some of you as well, because Nine of Cups is coming across as like something that you've been waiting for such a long time. It could be proposal, it could be marriage, it could be, having children, it could be expanding your family in some way, shape, or form. But that is how this is coming through. That being said, Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so that I know and see that these messages are something that you are interested in, and the format as well. Libra, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, support, and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see all my links. For those of you who just subscribed to the channel during this live stream, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, your support. Thank you for being part of the Lexa Tarot community. And I look forward to seeing you or maybe meeting you here during our 5-minute mini readings that I do here for my subscribers and members. Hopefully you'll be able to be a part of that. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Aquarius. But first, let's get all these charms right back into their proper charms place. And all right, let's do a little bit more extra shuffling here with the tarot deck. And then I'm going to jump into Aquarius. Intuitive friends, remember to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you are enjoying these messages. And it also lets YouTube know that you are enjoying these messages, okay? All right. Up next, we have Aquarius, and then we're going to end the readings. If you are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your readings are done already. So take a look at the monthly playlist because your timestamps are there. And by the way, they're all individual. Okay, so the readings that I'm doing are individually for every sign in that element. All right, let's jump to our last and final astrological sign here connected to the air signs, and that, of course, is Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, or you're an Aquarius anywhere else that is an important placement on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you, Aquarius. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be unfolding for you, possibly in the month of July. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Aquarius, whether you are an Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, or in important placements on your astrological natal chart, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may possibly be unfolding for you in the month of July. Now, I'll be using two divination systems. One is going to be charm casting, and the other one's going to be tarot. And the first part of the readings are going to be focusing on the charm casting, and then the second part of the reading is going to be focusing on tarot. So this is going to be in tarot in conjunction with the charm casting. So they're going to be working together in these readings for July. Now, by you giving me a thumbs up, it lets me know that these messages are number one, something that you are liking, something the format that you're interested in, this format for maybe next month, in the month of August. So don't forget to give me those thumbs up. All right, the four sections that I'm going to be taking a look at when I do the charm casting, and then I'm going to follow up with tarot, are going to be these four placements. Now, the first area I'm going to be taking a look at is challenges and delays. And challenges and delays are the area that I'm going to be challenging, that I'm going to be channeling in regards to possible obstacles, lessons, things that you may need to take a new perspective on looking at, or how this area or whatever comes through is going to help you with possible challenges and delays. The next part of the reading, I'm going to be focusing and channeling messages on luck and blessings. And luck and blessings is me channeling. I don't know, I keep saying challenging for you, Aquarius. So we'll see what that may be about. But I'm going to be channeling messages here, focusing on the positive opportunities, abundance, prosperity. This could also be unexpected blessings or unexpected signs, symbols, synchronicities, or serendipitous events that may potentially be unfolding for you in the month of July. Following luck and blessings, I'm going to jump into the section of job, career, and money, or things that are very valuable to you. So does it have to be money? No. But could it be money? Yes. It could be anything that you value. Okay. So, since people dedicate time to their job and to their career, this could also be talking about intangible thing, such as time. Okay. So who knows? We'll see what comes through. Last and not least, we have here the love section. Now, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, or focused on self love, I'm going to be channeling messages connected to your heart chakra, or things surrounding your heart or your emotions here that may possibly be unfolding in the month of July. That being said, Aquarius, let's jump to the charm casting part of the reading and let's see what may be coming through for you. Now, of course, I'm not going to look in here in the charm box or the charm compartment here. I'm just going to take whatever randomly falls into my hands. Let me just take a little bit more here. All right. Let's see here. All right. First and foremost, let's take a look at the challenges and delay. Now, you do have a horse here, and the horse is moving into the direction. Now, mind you, it is quite far from you because this is the self. This is the you that you experience behind closed doors, private you, the moon sign of you also, okay? The part that remains hidden from the public arena. And you have that charm of a horse very far away. You also have here an apple that is right between challenges and delay and your love sector here, which I'm going to take a look and give you more messages in a minute. But you also have here a feather in challenges and delays. So I want to mention here that this feather is calling my attention, although I really want to start with this apple. And this feather is telling me that there could be conversations. It doesn't have to be, but it could be conversations or opinions that are very different from each other. Meaning, you may have an opinion or you may have kind of a way of looking at something, and someone else has a different way of looking at something, which could be very much connected to your love sector. Now, love sector could be romantic, but remember here, Aquarius, it could also be talking about just relationships in general. It could be the relationship with your friends, family, loved ones, people that you care about, okay, people that are meaningful in your life. And there could be here some sense of tension, okay, in regards to ideas or conversations. Now, I do want to mention here that the feather is also coming across as you not dealing with this challenge or delay that possibly may be unfolding, that you're not going to deal with it alone. I feel here that you are going to get help from above, luck and blessings here coming through with the palm tree. And palm tree, of course, well, I'll talk more about that in a minute. But again, challenges and delays here. Now, apple also comes across as, especially because it's not connected to the tree, it's as if it's ripe for the picking, okay? Or there could be something feeling like it's really good or quite right, but there may be some challenges or delays in connection to that, idea, that kind of, whatever this may be talking about. Now, apple also connects to knowledge, which is interesting because you have apple and you also have the owl, which I'll talk about later when I'm in the love section. But apple is about knowledge, okay? So there could be here different ways someone perceives some sort of either facts, opinions, or some people thinking an opinion is a fact. Or some type of conversation here that could be a little bit tense or challenging here in the month of July. Now, you do have here the horse. There could also be delays of the sign symbol synchronicities connected to something that you've been hoping and wishing upon that is very much connected to something growing or blossoming. And you may feel here with this horse that something isn't moving, or that there may be a plan that you may have had and all of a sudden is being delayed for whatever reason. And so the horse is coming across here as some challenge or delay, whether it's a conversation here or whether it's two people bumping heads where there may be some type of friction. Now, apple also comes across symbolically as temptation, right? From, sometimes from a religious aspect, okay? It's just symbolism, okay? So there could be something that you're very tempted on rushing or moving along, and it's as if the divine is telling you things will unfold or grow uh, in its due time. So something may not be quite ready to either be discussed or quite ready to be moving forward or quite ready to to heal also. Okay. Now, across from challenges and delays, we have here luck and blessings. Okay, Aquarius. Now, luck and blessings, you have here a palm tree. Palm tree, different messages are coming through. First and foremost, palm trees are in or grow in places where it's tropical, where it's sunny, where it's warm, where it's hot. So this is giving the energy here of high vibrational energy. Okay. So there's this sense of you perhaps feeling happier or more optimistic, and that could be very much connected to a luck or blessing. This could also be talking about blessing from afar or an opportunity from afar. Okay. So I'm getting like distance here. Okay. For others of you, the palm tree, it's coming across as summer. Now, of course, I know many of you watch me from different locations. And so right now, June, July, August, all the way up to mid or ending of September is considered uh, the summer season. Okay. So this could be talking about that if it's not here in July, that it could be somewhere within the summer season, that you may be seeing a sense of good luck or blessing. You could be seeing something shift or change. Like I said here with the feather in challenges and delays, something here may move, but in its divine timing with the feather. You also here have the palm, and that's coming across as place or places or vacation. So some of you here may be taking a vacation, planning a vacation. There may be some type of movement here from one location to another location. And I feel that that is coming up for you here in the month of July. All right, let's take a look here at your job, career, and finance, or things that you that are valuable to you. Now, I want you to pay a very close attention to the following, and that is this charm right here, which is on the border between job, career, and finances, and luck and blessings. Okay, so there's a connection there. I also want you to see something here, and I'm not going to flip it, but I'm going to show you. This is in its reverse energy. Why am I saying it's backwards? Because if we turn it around, we get to see all those details. So we're not seeing those details there though. So there could be something, an energy, a situation, circumstance, or event very much connected to your job, your career, your finances, or something that you value that you may have kind of in a way given up on because you've been asking, waiting, manifesting, and it hasn't shown up for you in the time that you expected to show up or in the chronological sequence that you may be thinking that that's how it should unfold. Okay. So there could be a delay or a challenge that you may feel less content, a bit disillusioned, or a bit apprehensive or uncertain in regards to something you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring. This could even be signaling nighttime. So there's something here about maybe shifts. Um, I'm getting like schedules, so schedules of work schedules here. Um, excuse me, I'm also getting like something about night shifts. So for those of you who are, may have like a graveyard shift or a night shift, I'm getting something here connected to you either asking for a night shift and not getting it, or you wanting to switch from a night shift, or trying to switch your schedule, especially if it's connected to job or career for whatever reason, and you feeling like it's not going to happen in the month of July. However, that may be just your perception, because the reality of the situation, and again, if you see this charm in reverse, is closer to you. So you may be feeling this way. You may be perceiving it in that way. However, that may not be the case, because here you have the four-leaf clover. And four-leaf clover is very much about blessings, good luck, okay? Things going in a very different direction, okay? And a direction that is positive, as I said here with the palm tree. Palm tree, happy, sunny, positive. And as I said, palm trees grow in hot and warm climates. So there could be a blessing that you don't see coming, which is the reason why it's in reverse state, that could bring you a lot of joy. Okay, you have the two hearts here. So there may be a possibility here of something coming true, or you seeing some type of improvement here. Time for celebrating. Now, there are two hearts interlocked into each other, which means that whatever blessing this may be could affect your love life in a positive way. Or there may be kind of someone coming in supporting you and helping in this blessing here with the four-leaf clover. Now, the four-leaf clover has four hearts here because it's showing itself as four hearts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 hearts if I were to just count the hearts individually. The number 6 could be of importance and in any way, shape, or form. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. I'm also getting the number 6 very much connected to June, which is the month that just passed by. So again, maybe you have felt kind of, something is not going to happen, or I just don't see, how this is going to work out. And then there be a aha moment here where luck and blessings gives you a ray of hope, or the ray of sunshine here in something that you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring. And you being very content, happy, or at the very least satisfied, whether it's having to do with schedule, whether it has to do with compensation, or whether this is talking about, again, some type of opportunity that may be coming in your direction to enhance or blossom your abundance and prosperity here. Now, let's take a look at the section of love. And first and foremost, like I said, you have an apple, challenges and delays. There could be a challenge or delay. There could also, the challenge or delay could be some sort of temptation here. So there's this sense of being tempted to, I don't know what that may mean. For some of you, it's tempted to want to move into a new direction or pivot in a new direction, tempted to go on vacation, tempted here to learn more about something that is passionate towards you, that brings you a sense of satisfaction, or a sense here of like, yeah, I'm getting this intuitive hit that, I need to learn more about something here, so that something could move, or something or someone could move more in the direction of fill in the blank, whatever that may mean for you. Now, you do have a paper clip along with a rubber band. So I'm going to take it just like that so you can see that closer. And paper clips are used to hold things together, okay? And rubber band symbolically to me the symbolism of the rubber band to me is sometimes close, sometimes far. And there may be this energy here in the month of July where some of you experience that in some type of connection. For some of you, in a connection that is distant, okay? A connection that is not near to you, because that's a caboose or a train. And that tells me that is something that is far, or someone that is far from you. So there could be this sense of like wondering how you can maintain a connection with someone even though they're far from you. This could also be the energy here, like I said, that kind of sometimes we're far apart, sometimes we're closer. So you could go it either way in regards to the energy. Some of you may feel a little bit more emotionally distant to either someone, a situation, circumstance, event, a person, or an environment, okay? And some of you may feel closer to someone um, in regards to being at a distance here. Owl, and I'll show you the owl here. And the owl is the charm in the love section that it's closest to you. Okay. And I said owls are symbolisms of knowledge and intuition. So knowing something, whether it's a physical, tangible, earthly knowing, such as researching something, finding out information, having conversations with people that know a lot about a specific area, or that you know for a very long time. In the love sector, this is telling me there's a sense of wanting to know more, or intuitively feeling like there is someone here, whether it be you or someone else, who's trying to hang on to something in this connection that no longer feels like it used to feel in the past or recent past. Okay. And so, because something doesn't feel here like it used to in the past or recent past, there's some sense here of feeling tempted to either start a new chapter or pivot in a new direction. And again, this paper clip is used to clip things or to hold things together. And for some of you, the rubber band is right there in between. There's this energy here that feels like, well, there could be some type of challenge here in regards to something moving in a certain direction, or feeling a little bit stagnant here with this horse, and especially with the fact that the fruit is right between challenges and delays and love. So you could feel like there's a delay of momentum in something that used to be very sweet and good in your relationship, and now taking either a nosedive or feeling a bit like, well, how, like there's this energy of like, I don't want to say panic, but it's like the lack of the, for a lack of a better word, it's like someone feeling here like, oh my gosh, is my person slipping away, or is that connection slipping away? Now that connection could be again romantic, but it could also be connected to friends, family, and loved ones. So there's this kind of like, I'm getting like a desperate measure here to kind of like reel someone's energy back, or reel someone's interest back, because they may feel, whether it's you or the other person, like there's something of an external temptation, or there's some type of delay of growth of some sorts in the area of love. Now, let's take a look at the tarot version here of your reading, or layer here of your reading, where we take a closer look at how that charm casting may or may not resonate or give more details here in connection to your July reading. Okay, so let's take a look here, Aquarius. Wow, Aquarius, look at that. You have lovers. Now I'm only going to take, well, let's take lovers. Okay. This is like, no, you're going to take all three of them. Okay. So obviously your reading, is going to be a little longer, but that's good because you're going to get more details. So lovers is very much connected to Gemini energy. Okay. So you may have some air placements on your astrological natal chart aside from your Aquarius astrological sign. Okay, so you may have other air signs. Okay, I'm also getting, and the other air signs are, aside from Aquarius, you have Gemini as well as Libra. But you also have here Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And again, Swords energy here connected to Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now, I just said that just for you to be in awareness of, could be connected to a person or to a season. Now, the Lovers card, usually we all jump straight to this rush to judgment that the Lovers card is only talking about love. But in this case, it could be signaling here for you, Aquarius, that you may have to, or you may be placed in a position where you need to take a closer look about making a choice. Okay, remember that the apple is teetering or bordering challenge and delay and love. So there could be something connected in the love section here, which could be romantic love or casual love, but very much connected to choice, okay, or making a choice. Making a choice that your heart may be pulling you in one direction and your mind or your logical, rational, analytical point of view is pulling you in the other direction, which is why we see two, the number two or two people in this Lovers card. Now, this juggling of a choice or matters that you need to think about carefully, okay? So that you can make the right decisions for you in the future, or the right decisions in the month of July is coming across very loudly here with the Lovers card. Now, yes, the Lovers card is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury, which rules Gemini, is about the clarity of the mind. It's about the clarity of communication, which I mentioned at the top of the reading with the feather in the in the um in the charm casting. Okay, so it came through like there's something here about bumping heads in some way, shape, or form, and it could be with someone that is near and dear to your heart. All right, could be two people here at odds with each other. Queen of Cups is the energy that either may be surrounding you or may be connected here to the person, okay, or people. I don't know, because you have a lot of air energy and water energy here connected to this challenge or delay. Okay. Queen of Cups is the mastery over your own emotions. This challenge and delay may require you to lean into your emotional maturity and your emotional intelligence in order to figure out how either you're going to resolve this situation, circumstance, or event in regards to the Three of Swords, whether it's pain, whether it's sadness, whether it's betrayal, whether it's someone hurting your feelings or you hurting someone else's feelings here in the month of July. So there is a sense here of keeping calm, cool, and collected. And yes, Queen of Cups is about remaining calm, cool, and collected, no matter how choppy the waters may be around you emotionally. Okay, so no matter what tempting situation may be going around, whatever disagreements, communication, delays could be possibly popping up, this is talking about you having a very clear, level headed mind and clear, level headed, level kind of leveled emotion here, so that you're able to figure out how you're going to move past a situation, circumstance, event, or a person or an environment that may either possibly, okay, bring some sense of pain or disagreement or bumping in the heads in July, or maybe connected to something in the past or recent past and trying to resolve something, because there could be this kind of stalemate type of energy. No one is moving here in their kind of like, in their stance on something. Okay. So very, very interesting, because it does lean into what I channeled earlier in regards to this charm casting. Now, let's take a look here at luck and blessings and see what could come through here that can help you in this area. Now, remember, okay, remember that you do have a charm that is in the reverse in regards to job, career, finances, or things that are very meaningful and valuable, and may connect to the challenges and delays that I just channeled. So just keep that in the back of your mind and in your awareness. Ooh, King of Wands energy. This is really nice with the King of Swords. By the way, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, okay? So there could be here two people, because you just saw the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. By the way, there's a lot of people involved here with the luck and blessings. So this is coming across that this could be across multiple aspects of your life, okay, Aquarius? So Aquarius, this is feeling like there's just like way too many people here with the luck and blessing. So let's break this down. First and foremost, I do want to talk about the fact that the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, which was right behind it, came up in luck and blessings. And this may be connected to what I was channeling earlier in challenges and delays. So you're going to have to backtrack on that. But I'll talk about that very quickly here, because there could be two people who were at odds in the past or recent past, or who may be at odds here in the month of July. And there could possibly be clarity of the mind, clarity of communication, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, where there may be this sense of, all right, let's patch things up, or let's take a look at how we can look at things from a positive point of view. Because as I mentioned earlier, the palm tree is this energy of happiness, optimism, warmth, positivity here. Okay. So there could be here a possible luck or blessing of a resolution. If it's not resolution, it's at least being able to see things from a different stance or a clearer mindset, more like logical, rational, analytical, and less about emotions. Okay. It's about what's stable here with this palm tree, because I'm also hearing stable, stability. What brings stability? Common sense, rational, logical approach. The King of Wands energy here, okay, is saying this proactive energy, okay, of being able to see something clearly, understand something from a rational point of view, could help you here create the sense of positivity or stability in something that is inspiring you. Okay. So this could also be an idea that comes out of nowhere, luck and blessing, unexpected, that makes you feel more connected to your inspiration, your determination, your drive, your life purpose, your soul purpose. This could connect to love. This could connect to career or job. So take it as it may resonate. It could also be connected to something that is very valuable, because you do have two hearts, or like I said, six hearts here that I counted individually in job, career, and in finances, or things that are valuable to you. So there could be this inspired action after looking at something or thinking about something from a logical standpoint, and your ability to move towards that with your intelligence and with rational, logical, analytical thinking, you're going to be able to move towards it here even further. Now, I know that I am channeling messages for July, but Leo season begins later in July. And Leo season is all the way until August. So although for some of you, okay, especially here with the King of Swords energy, this could even go into Libra season for you. So you may see um, some positivity against stability, something coming up as a clarity here for you, where you may move in the direction of your life purpose or soul purpose between Leo season through, I'm getting here, Libra season as well. Okay. So that's coming through for you. Now, let's take a look at job and career and see what else is coming through for you. I hope you are enjoying these messages. And if you are, Aquarius, don't forget to give me a like. That lets me know that you've enjoyed what you're watching and that you may also be enjoying this format so that I can possibly bring it back to the monthly readings in the month of August. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Give me more. You have here Four of Cups. Like I said, validation confirmation earlier at the top of the reading. What I was telling you that charm that focuses on things that you have been wishing, hoping, desiring, things that you want to see, that you've been asking, praying for, and the sense of disillusionment or the sense of disappointment or a sense of like something isn't moving, like that horse that's teetering here between the outside of the mat and inside of the mat, which is the delay of a momentum, is causing or may be causing here in the month of July this energy of feeling discontent, feeling like, something isn't moving, that, all hope is gone, or that you're just like, I don't even know what else to do. Because you may feel kind of blah. There's this kind of blah energy that I'm getting here. Like, oh, I'm just disillusioned, disappointed. I'm disinterested. I'm not as enthusiastic. I'm not as motivated. And the more that you focus on the descriptors or the adjectives I just mentioned, the less that you're looking at the bright side. And we're going to see what the possible bright side may be here. And that is, hold on, Page of Cups. Okay, you do have here the Two of Swords. I'll talk about that as well. You have a very long reading here, Aquarius. Okay, so page Two of Swords. Again, feeling a bit disillusioned by something, not being able to see something clearly, and continuing to feel this type of energy that is, in a way, adding more details to the Four of Cups. So this feeling of disillusionment, something isn't moving, something isn't growing, something is just, I'm not feeling motivated by it anymore. I'm just feeling very blah. But the blessing that could be coming in for you, okay, and to turn this energy around from the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords into something more positive is the Page of Cups. Now, the pages are all about the novice energy. Okay, so it's about the beginner mindset. And there could be a new way that you're looking at something from an emotional standpoint. Excuse me, from an emotional standpoint, having to do with your job, your career, finance, or something that is very valuable to you. So, this card in this deck, because again, every deck has their own energy connected to certain cards, okay? But here, it's a person who's like not believing that their wishes may be coming true because we see here this kind of pigs in the sky. So there may be this energy here where you're like, yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, when pigs fly. And that term means when, I believe it when I see pigs fly. It's as if, leave it. Give me 1 second, Aquarius, because Ace wants to start pulling apart his wee wee pad. What are you doing? Huh? No. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. You want your bone? Here's your bone, so you can chew if you're bored. Okay, here you go. There's your bone. Okay, sorry, Aquarius. All right, so let's get back. My apologies. So, Aquarius, the term "I'll believe it when pigs fly" means you don't really believe something is going to happen. There's this energy, and again, validation confirmation on that charm, which is in reverse, feeling disillusioned or feeling like, all hope is gone in connection to something that you've been really having your heart set on something. It could also be the realization that something isn't working, okay? That something that you've been hoping, praying, and trying to hold together for a very long time is finally showing you that it's not working for you anymore. So, however, this may resonate with you in regards to job, career, or things that are very much valuable to you, this is talking about you having a different mindset or thinking about this in a very different way that causes you to say, well, what are some different ways that I can manage the challenge? How can I lead with a sense of emotional intelligence and maturity, and maybe at times accept that maybe something isn't working and it's time for me to make certain decisions in whatever this may be for you. And for some of you, it's coming across like it's in job, career, and things that are valuable. And others of you, it's coming across like it's in love, okay? And relationship section, which that's where we're going to head now. Aquarius, remember to give me a thumbs up because that lets me know that you are enjoying this free content so that I can continue to bring you your monthly readings. Okay, look at that. Page of Wands. Feeling yeah, wow. All right, here we go. All right, remember that I just said, for some of you, there's something about healing something here. For others of you, is you're tempted because you've been holding on to something for such a long time that it's like you just don't know what else to do but to continue that energy. And there's an energy in July that may be saying something is showing you here that there needs to be a sense of seeing something from a clear mindset and start being proactive in something, whether it's a decision that you're going to make with the Lovers, because that apple is right between challenges and delays and love, whether it's a decision that you need to take a look at that you maybe have been procrastinating on or not wanting to really take a good look in that regard. But the Page of Wands is saying, if you want to feel like you're moving in a direction or pivoting in a direction where you are inspired, where you are open to inspiration, motivation, passion, creativity, and drive in regards to your love sector, whether you're single or whether you are in a connection, whether this is talking about romantic love or whether it's talking about the love of friends, family, and loved ones, is super important for you to get out of your mind, your emotions, your anxiety, your worry. Okay? Nine of Swords. Get out of your fear and be proactive in whatever it is that you need to be proactive and make clear, intelligent, rational, logical, analytical choices that are going to help you move forward and really live life with a sense of passion in regards to a certain connection or in a certain area, whether it's friends, family, or loved ones. Nine of Swords is saying you need to leave behind the energy and anxiety of worry, preoccupations, fear. All right. in order for you to freely live that purpose, or your soul purpose, or your emotional purpose, whatever that is, in your love sector. Okay, you got to let go of that, because this could be interfering with your next chapter. And whether this is a current situation or partnership that you're in, that you may feel that you're struggling, or whether you are in a connection where you have those ups and downs, and there's one person holding on and hanging on more than the other person. Okay, you need to really take a look at that. For others of you who are single, you're very much open to a new beginning. You feel inspired to go out there, but there are times here where you may feel kind of in this energy of like doubt and preoccupation, like you haven't let go of the past or recent past. However, this may resonate for you. Remember, you do have caboose, and Page of Wands is really being passionate and moving in a direction where you're sure that you have researched, that you know, that you have the knowledge to emotionally disengage from something that hasn't been fruitful, so that you can leave room for something that is working better for you. Or also here, some sense of fixing, mending, or repairing something. But I do feel, and I just got to be honest with you, it feels like there's one person with one foot in and another person with one foot out. And there's this kind of struggle of trying to keep it together, and kind of maybe even show like, oh, yeah, we're good. But in reality, there may be something here that's starting to develop in your own intuitive feeling in your soul, that something doesn't feel quite right, and it could be very tempting or connected to temptation or growth. Okay, so that being said, Aquarius, I have now finished your reading. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't done already, especially if you've made it this far into your reading. Don't forget, there's lots here on my channel. I also do free 5-minute mini readings for those of you who are interested in taking part, but you got to be a subscriber. So if you are, join me during those 5-minute mini readings. All you need to do is turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. That lets me know that, okay, that's going to let you know that I have either uploaded new content or I'm actually doing a live. Intuitive friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.